I guess those will do just fine. Ah, yeah. There we go. Just the way I like it. You know, I do find it quite interesting that whenever I look over on my DVD and Blu-ray collection, I'm always quite amazed on how well it's actually been growing. So yeah, anyways, hey guys, this is Ackley SamAttack4427 here with a brand new video for all of you guys, and well, I figure it's probably been a long time since I've actually been in front of my DVD and Blu-ray collection, pretty much for some time, based on, of course, what I actually got on my shelf, and even pretty much on this corner of my TV stand right here, so yeah, I kind of figure I would actually talk about how pretty much DVDs and Blu-rays, let alone physical media once again, because pretty much a couple things have actually popped up that really made me want to, of course, still want to make this video and actually go for a pretty interesting changing game plan as of now, because, well, let's face it, a lot is changing nowadays in terms of physical media, and we still want to keep it going nowadays, and given to what I've actually got as of now with, of course, my DVD and Blu-ray collection, that's saying a whole lot, so yeah, I guess, quite frankly, a lot of you may have already know that for a long time now, I've actually been a long-time fan of course, collecting physical media for sure, those being, of course, DVDs and Blu-rays for sure, so yeah. And of course, if anything, my love for physical media has actually grown and evolved for a long time now, pretty much ever since I was a little kid, when I first started watching all sorts of movies and shows and even videos and stuff on VHS for sure, so yeah, you can definitely tell that I've actually had a strong love for physical media for sure, and just to be clear, I think I still actually collect physical media for, of course, collector's purposes, and to help keep it alive for sure, and moreover, it's to also hopefully, well, give me some material for plenty of videos that I've got coming up for sure. And yes, I do need to apologize for the bit of sunlight popping out pretty much right behind me from that window for sure. I guess there's nothing much else I can do because I had to organize this video some way or another, so this is probably the best I can do for now, so yeah. But I guess regardless, like I said, I always still collect physical media for sure, not only for collector's purposes and to help keep it alive, but also to help pretty much help me, give me more material to make more videos for sure, so yeah. Sure, yeah, it can be quite expensive with, of course, the ones I'm currently getting as of now, but I still think it's actually well worth it regardless, because, hey, I'm a lot like everyone else, and I do have a strong love for physical media for sure, and I do want to keep it going for sure, so yeah. And I guess it is quite interesting because given to the past videos that I've actually done for some time, of course, that subject matter for sure, I've actually still held on to a very strong love for it nowadays for sure, and even looking back when I first started out, I still know my love for it has actually grown pretty strong since then for sure, so yeah. And I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, even if there are some movies and stuff that I really didn't like, I still want to pretty much get them on DVD and Blu-ray regardless, just to help give me some material and stuff for any possible new videos that I actually might work on for sure, so yeah. And let's not forget to mention, I did set myself foot pretty much, I think since season 2 of a family movie collaboration that I would definitely be up for talking about pretty much some movies and stuff, but only after they're released on physical media for sure. That's how desperate I am for sure, so yeah, and I knew my love for it has actually grown a whole lot ever since pretty much sometimes my parents would actually buy me a brand new movie on DVD or Blu-ray for sure, as a yeah, well, mainly DVD for starters when I was a kid for sure, because, well, I didn't have a Blu-ray player around that time for sure, but as I got older and actually wanted to spend my own money for sure, I knew right away that I definitely need to pretty much buy some DVDs and Blu-rays for myself for sure. And I know I actually did that pretty well with, of course, pretty much DVDs for a long time, since I've actually grown up with it as a kid for sure, since after VHS has actually been phased out for sure. And of course, I guess if anything, yeah, I guess I knew ever since I got my first ever Blu-ray player, I knew pretty much my time to actually get Blu-rays for sure definitely started off on a strong note since I first started back in late 2016 for sure. So yeah, I guess that's saying a whole lot. And for the fact that it'll be nearly 9 years since after I first started collecting Blu-rays for sure, I definitely knew that I actually came a long way to really get where I need to be for sure. And yeah, and I think I knew hands down that pretty much a nice little upgrade in physical media is definitely pretty much well worth it for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front for sure. But I guess if anything, as time goes on, I guess a lot of stuff had to go under some massive changes for sure, and physical media is actually garnering up some massive changes for sure. So yeah, and I knew right away that I wanted to try to make both these topics pretty much their own separate videos, but I've decided to cram it into one for sure, because I have a lot to get through as of now, hence why pretty much the title of the video and even the thumbnail will give you the idea, of course, where I want to go for hands down. So yeah. And I guess if anything, I might as well bring it up as of now. So yeah, I guess for starters, pretty much in case a lot of you guys may not have noticed, pretty much for plenty of physical media, pretty much advocates out there, you may have noticed that one of the studios, Paramount, has, of course, sadly discontinued their individual Blu-ray copies of their latest releases as of now, leaving only either pretty much having us get either DVD or the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray copies with the regular Blu-rays included for sure. So yeah. And I guess a lot of that may come around, of course, the recent layoffs they actually had for sure, which might actually be the main factor on why exactly that happened for sure. And I do find that quite a shame for sure, because if anything, I guess if anything, they've actually done well with, of course, Blu-rays for sure, and for them to actually phase out and discontinue individual Blu-ray copies for sure, it really is quite upsetting for sure. And for a long time now, especially doing my research, I actually got myself confused on why exactly there's no individual Blu-ray copies of course, pretty much some latest releases that Paramount has actually been putting out as we speak. But upon my research, I guess I do see why they decided to go for it hands down. So yeah, and of course, if anything, they have actually started that, from what I can recall, with 2 movies that I did manage to get my hands for sure. Those being, of course, Transformers 1 and Smile 2, both of which I've already talked about in, of course, my thoughts videos for sure. And they're not just doing that with, of course, these 2 hands down that I got right here in my hands for sure. They're also doing that with, of course, any other future releases they got as of now, such as, of course, 2 other movies, for example, that I've already mentioned for sure, those being Gladiator 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And again, I did already cover them in my thoughts videos for sure, so you can definitely check those out if you want to see what I thought about those 2, so yeah. But I guess if anything, I do find it quite quite a shame, hands down, because if anything, aside from, of course, all that, sadly, I don't actually have a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player for sure, and, well, my TV's not 4K for sure, so yeah. But I guess that would beg the question, why did I decide to get these two in their 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray copies, hands down? Well, as I've mentioned pretty much before, if you actually look on top, they actually did say that it does come with, of course, the regular Blu-ray copy for sure, and I'll set this down and I'll get this out just to be safe, and yeah, pretty much, if anything, the 4K Ultra HD copies, as they are fine, yes, but once I actually open it up, for sure, yeah, look at that. Yeah, they actually do have the regular Blu-ray copy for sure, so yeah, don't worry about a thing. Even though Paramount has, of course, sadly discontinued individual Blu-ray copies for sure, they're still making regular Blu-ray copies. But in order for you to actually get that hands down, you'll need to get it with, of course, the 4K Ultra HD copies hands down. So yeah, and of course I did share it to, of course, a few of my friends for sure, and of course, during a Discord call that I have with Delmar and his crew, to which, for the former, yeah, pretty much, yeah, you can definitely check him out at Mullen Studios. He's, of course, a really great guy, hands down. Yeah, I really do love, pretty much, talking with him, especially having him in all of my videos, hands down, so yeah, he actually did find the idea absolutely dumb, hands down, and I can agree, hands down, and yeah, and I guess aside from, of course, not having a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player for sure, nor even having a 4K TV, to which it would have been quite expensive if I would have actually gotten one of those hands down. Apparently, the 4K Ultra HD copies are actually a bit more expensive than regular Blu-ray copies, hands down, so yeah. But I guess if anything, given to, of course, what I've actually said, hands down, it did actually spark a bit of an interesting game plan. Yeah, a bit of a changing game plan that I actually have in mind. That I guess if anything, if I do want to pick up any future releases from Paramount, hands down, pretty much those being regular Blu-ray copies for sure, I'm gonna have to settle on getting the 4K Ultra HD copies for sure, so yeah. And I know that's saying a whole lot, because if anything, why on earth would I actually get those two if I don't have a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray player? Well, I guess it's not just the new, pretty much the new game plan that Paramount is actually putting out in terms of physical media for sure. But another reason for that is mainly because, well, if you have seen pretty much on my What the Pickup episode on all of my Christmas presents that I actually got over a month ago for sure, I did actually pretty much get as one of them this nice Blu-ray copy of Mr. Peabody and Sherman, so yeah. But I guess if anything, pretty much if anything, for while the copy I actually got is mainly the Blu-ray 3D copy, to which I sadly don't have a 3D Blu-ray player, it still actually has the regular Blu-ray copy just fine for sure, and I'm actually okay with that, hands down, for sure. I still got what I wanted, hands down, and I still think it's actually well worth it. So even though I don't actually have a 3D Blu-ray player, to which I guess if anything, those have been long since discontinued as we speak, so no luck in actually finding a really great one for sure, and I don't want to actually pretty much get a 3D HD TV as well, because again, those can be quite expensive, so, and of course, again, they're sadly discontinued. But I'm still keeping this copy regardless, hands down, because I still got the movie I actually want, hands down, so So yeah, I think it's almost kind of similar to, of course, when I got this Blu-ray copy of Mary Poppins that I got a couple of years ago for sure. I still got the movie that I actually wanted hands down, but of course, if anything, it is of course a different copy that is of course released all the way out in the United Kingdom hands down. And luckily enough, it still works great hands down, and thankfully, yeah, even still works pretty well for sure. Since after I got my region-free DVD and Blu-ray player for sure, so that's pretty much what I can say on that. So yeah, I can easily compare it to, of course, pretty much compare these two copies that I got hands down to, of course, the previous examples that I've actually mentioned for sure. And let's not forget to mention that even after I got my region-free DVD and Blu-ray player, I made out pretty great getting this Blu-ray copy of Roald Dahl's Matilda the Musical that is, again, released in the United Kingdom for sure. Still a great movie for sure, and it's still worth the watch on Netflix. But I knew, hands down, that I really wanted to get this movie from its country of origin, hands down, and I'm really glad I actually did that, hands down. So yeah. So yeah, I guess if anything, that's pretty much what I decided to go for, hands down, for sure. I still be up for getting the regular Blu-ray copies of all the future Paramount releases for sure. But I guess in order to do so, I definitely need to get the 4K Ultra HD copies for sure, to which, yeah, it can be quite expensive, but that's pretty much what I decided to go for. And well, when I shared it to, of course, pretty much a couple of people, one of which being my dad, hands down, they actually think it might actually be a good idea, hands down. And it is quite interesting because when I told my dad about all of the he did ask the question, would that also mean I might start pretty much start a new collection where I'll actually get 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray copies? Well, I guess to that, part of me wants to say no because of how expensive that is, but given to what he said, it might be a possibility, hands down, because, well, again, physical me has actually been growing and evolving, hands down, for sure, and I definitely want to keep on going with it, hands down, so maybe when the time is right and I actually can actually pretty much earn myself a massively large income, hands down, and finally gain the courage to actually gain one of them, hands down, those being pretty much upgrading to a pretty much a new region-free Blu-ray player that can play, of course, pretty much a 4K Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray, DVD, and plenty of other stuff. I guess I would probably do that, hands down, but for now, I'm not really sure for sure, so yeah, and of course, by the time this video goes live, hands down, I only got these two movies that I actually mentioned, while Gladiator 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will, of course, be out some point around in the next few months, hands down, to which I did manage to pre-order them off of Amazon, and I'm really looking forward to getting those later on down the road, So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, let me know what you think of the new game plan that I decided to go for down in the comments. I would definitely love to know on what you guys think. But of course, if anything, speaking about what I actually said about Paramount, and again, probably by the time this video is out, it's just only Paramount as we speak that is going for this new game plan change, hands down, and of course, going for pretty much adding regular Blu-ray copies to the 4K Ultra HD copies, hands down, while individual Blu-ray copies are sadly discontinued, leaving only pretty much 4K Ultra HD plus the Blu-ray combo pack and the regular DVD copies, hands down. So yeah, it's just only Paramount as we speak. No word yet if the same thing would actually happen to, of course, the other studios as well, like Disney, Warner Brothers, Universal, Sony, and of course, Lionsgate and plenty of others, hands down, but we'll definitely have to wait and see. And speaking of course, pretty much discontinuing individual Blu-ray copies, hands down, and since I actually mentioned Sony, I did hear the news that apparently Sony is, of course, sadly discontinuing pretty much Blu-ray, pretty much individual Blu-ray discs for sure. Starting right around within the next month of this year, hands down, to which again, I do find the idea of that being absolutely sad, hands down, but at the same time, it does beg the question, how on earth would actually one company out there be fine with just owning one piece of physical media for sure? I mean, really bear this in mind, hands down. Yeah, I do think it is, of course, a real piece of sad news, hands down, but I guess if anything, it does kind of baffle me, hands down, because if anything, I don't think any company out there should actually own a piece of physical media, hands down. So, I mean, really think about this for a second. Nobody owned a VHS for sure, because anybody can be free to, of course, put on whatever they want onto a VHS tape for sure. Yeah, and of course, if you look back on all the 80s and 90s workout videos that have actually been out, or anything else from what I can gather, yeah, there is, of course, no royalty fee to give to any company, hands down, for sure. Anybody is free to, of course, put on anything onto a VHS for sure. And I can argue the same thing for DVDs, hands down, for sure, because if anything, there's a lot of great opportunities that you can put onto a DVD disc, hands down, so yeah. But I think it'll be hard to say the same thing, since Sony actually owns Blu-rays, hands down, and I do find it quite a shame that they're actually pretty much discontinuing recordable Blu-ray discs, hands down. So, I guess if anything, given to all that, it'll be hard to say on how that will impact plenty of the new releases that other studios are going to be putting out, hands down, for sure. But on the flip side, plenty of other companies out there, like, of course, Panasonic, for example, are still mass-producing recordable Blu-ray copies, or pretty much recordable Blu-ray discs as of now, so they seem to be doing fine as we speak, so yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much, I do believe that there is a possible solution to, of course, that big of a, pretty much that big of news, hands down. Seeing of how Sony is, of course, discontinuing recordable Blu-ray discs, which might actually impact any future releases that'll be coming up, I say definitely go to a Panasonic and plenty of other companies out there that are still pretty much mass producing pretty much recordable Blu-ray copies for sure, and actually pretty much turn to them to, of course, still get what you need to, of course, keep the new releases on physical media going for sure, so yeah. And I do believe that might be the solution to that said problem, hands down, because really, think about it, I think pretty much, if anything, if other companies like Panasonic is actually doing very well on that, I say they should definitely not only keep on going with that to replace what Sony is actually doing, but I do want to see Panasonic actually buy out the Blu-ray format for sure to really keep themselves afloat and actually earn themselves more shares and income for their company, hands down. So yeah. And let's not forget to mention, pretty much of anything, I know one of my future plans for, of course, my Patreon, if it actually continues to do well, that I do hope to actually work out on in the near future, is that for one of the tiers that I actually have planned out, I do want to work on my own official, pretty much a series of videos that I want to do, that I want to cram it into, of course, a DVD and Blu-ray copy for sure, so So yeah, if you actually select the future tier that I'll actually have up on my Patreon, hands down, you'll have the choice to actually get it on either DVD or Blu-ray, or maybe a possible combo pack if I'm actually lucky, hands down. So yeah. But as of now, nothing's come up on that front on when exactly I'll get that going. But it is in the planning stages as of now, so we'll definitely have to wait and see on that. So yeah, and of course it is going to be a lot to get through because I need all the resources and stuff to actually pretty much get that idea going hands down. But we're going to have to wait and see, of course, that front hands down. So yeah, but I guess either way, I do want to see a recordable Blu-ray disc continue on, hands down, and seeing of how Sony is, of course, sadly going to discontinue them, hands down. Why not pass it off to another company and have them buy out that format to help keep it going, hands down? I think that would actually be a really big help in the long run, and it would definitely help keep the format going, hands down, for sure, and actually keep us occupied with, of course, our time and money to, of course, buy all these new movies and shows that are going to be coming out on all sorts of physical media, hands down. So yeah, that's definitely why I want to see hands down for sure, because if anything, again, I do want to see physical media keep on going, hands down, and I do want to see it grow and evolve, hands down. And of course, once we actually get older, hands down, and show our future kids, hands down, of course, all that will encourage them to actually pretty much seek out, of course, buying their own physical media copies of their own, hands down. So yeah, that's definitely what I want to see happen, hands down, for sure, and yeah. That's definitely something that I would love to see one day, hands out, and yeah, it is going to be very expensive to actually get more, hands down, but I still think it's going to be well worth it for sure. So yeah, I guess I knew, hands down, that I'm never gonna let physical media die, hands down, for sure, and I do want to continue to see it grow and evolve later on down the road, for sure. So yeah. And of course, if anything, let's really think about this for a second. We do know all the way back in late 2023 when, of course, Christopher Nolan has, of course, been on a massive campaign to, of course, pretty much encourage people to get Oppenheimer on physical media, hands down, and I do have to agree, hands down, because, well, really think about it for a second. For a while, seeing a new movie on the big screen with us buying the ticket to actually go see it is still great enough, and box office numbers really do help on how well or poorly a movie is actually doing. I do know physical media, whether it be DVDs, Blu-rays, and plenty of others, also share the same thing as well. So yeah, I really do think that physical media has a real strong place for sure, and those have actually been helping out with, of course, everyone in the film industry, let alone Hollywood itself. Yeah, and not only pretty much help pretty much all the actors and crew members pretty much get themselves paid, and of course earn a massive living, hands down, and not to mention it, of course, helps increase shares for plenty of the other studios for sure that are distributing these movies, hands down. So yeah. And of course, if anything, I know streaming services have actually been wanting to try to phase out physical media, hands down. But honestly, I really don't think it would actually help out in the long run for sure, because if anything, I think it would actually hurt more rather than pretty much help increase shares, hands down. So yeah. But I guess if anything, I think I really don't want to see pretty much streaming and physical media go all out on each other and to have people say that streaming is going to win, hands down. No. pretty much of anything, if streaming is not going to take physical media down for sure, I do want to see them join forces, hands down. That's simply what I want to see happen for sure, and that's something I want to encourage hands down for sure. I mean, really think about it, plenty of studios out there, such as, of course, Disney, Warner Brothers, and Paramount, have actually been releasing some of their shows and movies exclusively on streaming services onto physical media, hands down, so yeah. That's something I am really impressed by, hands down, and if that's something I want to see from them, I want to see other studios pursue the same thing, hands down, for sure, so yeah. And I guess, if anything, buying movies and shows exclusively on streaming services onto physical media would actually help benefit in the long run, because, let's face it, there's plenty of people out there who can't afford pretty much paying a subscription for a streaming service, hands down. So I think that would actually be beneficial to, of course, those people, hands down, and could really help them out in the long run for sure. So yeah, that's simply the kind of thing that I definitely want to see happen, because, if anything, with the age of the internet growing nowadays, hands down, and, of course, with plenty of people saying that they should probably take one thing down and have it be replaced by another that they actually like a whole lot better, I really don't think that's going to help out in the long run for sure, because, if anything, you can definitely like streaming services for what they are, but DVDs and Blu-rays, I know they're going to be around for a long time for sure. Hell, I dare even say, pretty much physical media have actually been around longer than streaming service, hands down. Really think about that for a second, so yeah. Again, I really do want to see physical media keep on going, hands down, and I do want to see it grow and evolve, hands down, and I guess I know, hands down, that I'm never going to stop pretty much collecting physical media for sure. I'm going to keep on going with, of course, collecting physical media until the day I die for sure, so, or at least I'll probably retire, hands down, but we'll definitely have to wait and see on that, but you kind of get the idea, so yeah. And I guess, if anything, with, of course, time changing and art changing, I definitely know physical media is changing nowadays for sure, pretty much being at a better way rather than the worst way, hands down, so if that's something that we definitely want to see pretty much all the way back then for sure, that's something we definitely want to see nowadays for sure. I know my love for physical media with, of course, DVDs and Blu-rays are going to continue to grow and evolve, hands down, and I'm not stopping anytime soon, and I'm encouraging everyone out there to do the same thing for sure, so yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front, so yeah. And I think it's what I can say for this video overall, so yeah. I guess that's all I can say, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and, well, let me know in the comments down below, of course, what you thought of pretty much the two topics that I've actually mentioned, and how much you want to see physical media keep on growing and evolving, hands down. I would definitely love to know on what you guys think, so yeah. That's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching, and, well, I guess probably by the time pretty much once this video is out and we're going to be in the new month as we speak, I've got a lot going on, because in terms of DVDs and Blu-rays, I've already got a few more that I've actually mentioned, including, of course, not just Gladiator 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3 in their 4K Ultra HD, plus a Blu-ray combo pack that I'm excited to be getting within the next few months. But in less than a week from now, or of course in the next few days, I'm gonna be finally getting my hands on of course, Wicked on Blu-ray, hands down, so yeah, I'm really excited for that, since after I pre-ordered it pretty much back in late December of last year for sure, so I think it's gonna be well worth it to finally add it to my Blu-ray collection, hands down. And of course, I'll be up for watching it again right before Wicked for Good comes out, hands down. So yeah. I'll definitely let you guys know, of course, the community tab on my channel, as well as, of course, on my social media for when I'll actually get in my hands for sure. So yeah, but we'll have to wait and see on that, alongside plenty of others that I've already pretty much, I already have plans to order hands down to add to my DVD and Blu-ray collection for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, don't worry, I've still got more videos coming up, hands down. In fact, I've already got some that are in the planning stages as we speak, so I'll definitely get those going, hands down. So I'll let you guys know on when I'll actually get those up for sure. So yeah, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and plenty more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.